Our team, the Profits, sold a variety of baked goods on the campus of Cal Poly Pomona in the University Quad during university hours on February 14th. We mainly sold to students, with an exception of a few teachers, using a poster to let our customers know that all our profits were donated to the City of Hope Cancer Treatment and Research Center. Our baked goods consisted of homemade cookies, such as chocolate chip, white chocolate craisin, as well as carrot and coffee cake. Our main goal was to provide students with a tasteful treat and a sugar rush to keep them awake and alert for their midterms for the day. With the skills of our 6 team members combined, our team, the Profits, was able to organize the most productive and efficient roles for every individual to maximize profits while maintaining cooperation amongst our team to ensure a successful business outcome. Abel Fernandez, our team leader, kept us up to date with all deadlines and chatted frequently in our group message to arrange meeting times that fit in every team member's personal schedule. He also baked the variety of the cakes that were sold and set the best price for each slice of cake and cookie to maximize our profits and carry out a successful business organization. Sean Patton baked our homemade cookies and attracted customers that weren't in our vicinity by using his loud baseball coach voice while maintaining a friendly tone. James Dye collected the seed money for our business and manned the main table of our selling location, handling most of our transactions. Alex Santa Cruz played a big part in maximizing profits by walking around the quad with one of our products in hand and informing customers where the profits were being donated to as well. He was able to sell most of and almost all of the goods while also sending people to our main table to purchase their preferred treat. While being on a strict baseball schedule, I was still able to help handle all the paperwork and make sure that our permits were approved by school administration before our business day and informing everyone of the restrictions of selling homemade goods on campus so we didn't run into any problems during our business day. And Michael Cashew was also able to help supply the table and easy up for our business while also attracting customers with the poster regarding prices and where the profits were being donated to as well. With all our personal skills combined with the excellent group participation, we were able to utilize those skills and apply them to our business to guarantee a successful day of selling homemade goods.
Cal Poly Pomona has a student population of 25,326 with a staff population of 1,219 and a faculty population of 1,221, adding up to a grand total of 27,766 potential customers. Facts and Figures 2018. Being confined to one table would lower the percent of those potential consumers that would see our booth drastically, and because Alex walked around with a tray of our carrot cake, we were able to increase the amount of consumers we were able to reach by about double. The only problem about this was that a small amount of customers were too rushed to be able to walk to the main booth if they did not want carrot cake. We plan to set up in a location where we can find customers who are possible in between classes or just leaving class and in a rush to get to their next location. Having our product pre-sliced and ready to serve on hand allowed us to attract those customers who were looking for a quick snack. Also, setting up in the university quad was a smart idea because there was a lot of student traffic, especially midday when there are a large amount of classes going on and people are beginning to crash. The external environment. One of the main characters in the external environment that brought positives and negatives to our business was the fact that it was Valentine's Day. Because of this, there were many tables set up with other competitors, such as those who sold similar products. On a positive side, Valentine's Day is a holiday in which baked goods are popular and sell often. The booths in our vicinity seemed to be selling knickknacks for couples, which made our baked goods more unique. Not only that, but there were a lot of business traffic due to our competitors, which helped us sell. Our only evident competition would be the Bronco Pony Express store and the other booths set up to take advantage of the Valentine's holiday in order to maximize sales. We were set up in a ways away from both the Pony Express and other booths in order to ensure our customers saw our business option before walking into the marketplace or walking by another booth. Another observation we made was that the customers that just finished eating their meal inside the campus center marketplace were looking for a tasty treat to finish off their appetite before returning to class or leaving campus.
For strengths, we had a lot of members with different skill sets, each providing different assets to our team and help our business be successful. We had various items for them to choose from. That way, there was, of course, more decision and variability to offer something that the competitors might not be able to offer. We offered complimentary items such as napkins, forks, and baggies for easier eating, helping them make choices to buy from us. The items were prepared beforehand, which made it easier to just sell it right out instead of having to prepare it or have it be getting ready for the customer. We had longer hours than other stalls, giving us more opportunities to sell. And because of the amount of members we had working at different times, we were able to have some people at the stall selling in the moment and some people walking around and helping bring in sales. We also offered a cheaper price. For weaknesses, we had a lack of strong advertising, mostly word of mouth, and that's about it. The cakes weren't very sturdy, which caused some of it to be lost while transporting it. There's no way to keep them warm on hand, so we had to sell room temperature pastries. We didn't really sell anything other than pastries, which means we lost people who might have wanted something for Valentine's Day, like flowers or something. We were stuck on pastries. We didn't have any the compliment items such as coffee or the like, none of that. We only accepted cash, so people who don't carry physical money had trouble purchasing from us. And lastly, we didn't really offer any health options such as gluten-free, which means we avoided a lot of the healthier students at Cal Poly. For opportunities, we had good weather, making it really easy to sell because there was no reason for them to not be outside. Valentine's Day, really good time. Holidays tend to increase purchases and make it easier to make a profit. And a lack of other baked good stalls, meaning we didn't have as much competition from other people. That's not to say we didn't have competition, though, as we can see in threats. There was competition from the stalls that were inside the food court, and there were other stalls around us who were selling flowers and stuff. So when they purchased from them, it was making it harder for them to want to purchase again right after. So we had competition in that form. The cold air also made it a bit difficult since we were selling room temperature items, which would have been helped a little more if we had warmer items or if it wasn't as cold. And lastly, we have developing our competitive advantage. As our competitive advantage in pricing were really good since we kept it all at a uniform price. $1 got you different sets of items, whether it would be a cookie and a cake or 3 cookies. It allowed them to make choices and make their own buys, and the whole $1 thing made it so that they could just pull out of their wallet and get a different amount of get whatever they wanted. We also had some product differentiation in that we made sure we offered flavors that aren't as often sold. That way we can help catch those people who want something a little more from their food items that something like a chain store would not allow.
So our group used strategic planning to obtain our goals and objectives, and our goal was simply to give something people to eat, and it was also to at least break even with the seed money we put in, which was $10 from between the 6 of us, so it amounted to $60. Though we were going to end up donating it to a nonprofit organization in the end. And our objective was to also increase awareness for breast cancer, since that was the foundation we were going to be donating to, and it's also what we advertised on the poster board we had. And it was one other objective we had was to give bystanders and pedestrians of Cal Poly a light snack, like I said earlier, that's reasonably affordable since we have very generous prices. For our marketing strategy and mix, our primary target were the students of Cal Poly, and this is because we chose to do our selling on campus during the afternoon. This is because it was convenient for everybody and it was where the most foot traffic was, and obviously we had to do something on campus for this project. The product we sold consisted of cookies and baked goods, including coffee cake and carrot cake. Our snacks featured a variety of different types of cookies and baked goods like I previously stated. We had cookies ranging from chocolate chip, white macadamia, snickerdoodles, oatmeal raisins, and the 2 cakes I just said. We chose to have this wide range of a variety, so if a consumer didn't like one thing, they would have the option to pick another. And this is because we followed the marketing strategy of allowing people to have more than one option. And I believe that this is a great marketing strategy to have in general, because giving people more than one option grants them more opportunity and also more leeway for you. So if they say no to one thing, then you can offer them one other thing and maybe they'll say yes.
Alright, our next point is usage situation. Basically, we examine all the possible factors that might contribute to the sale of our goods. We examine all situations. For example, we thought since we're selling in the afternoon, a lot of people might be hungry, so when they got out of class, they might walk by us and they would be more likely to buy our goods. We also thought some people might be in a rush, so we provided an easy transaction. The next point is competition. Basically, we examined that our competition is very strong. Since we were set up in the quad, our direct competitor was the Pony Express convenience store, and another competitor was Starbucks. Although we were in the quad, the library is fairly close to us, so we thought Starbucks might be a competitor since they also sell baked goods and stuff. Another competitor was vending machines. Our last competitor was, since we were in the quad and it was Valentine's Day, there was also many other groups also selling goods. For example, there was a group selling cupcakes. Our next point is price. When determining the price, we try to go for a status quo pricing method. This is because it was the most simple way and it was the safest route for us since we were still kind of, we're a small business, I guess. And since most cookies and breads usually go for $1 to $2 at our competitors, we thought that making it $1 will facilitate the process. And since it's a fair and even price, it will generate more sales. And because of this, we use a single price tactic, which means we price all of our goods at the same price. We price all the cookies and the cake for $1. And we also use price bundling, which means we bundled some items. For example, since we sold two or three cookies for $1, we also sold one cake and one cookie for $1. Our next point was distribution and our sales strategy. We decided to pick the quad because it's a fairly popular place. The way we try to sell is by setting up near the crosswalk or near the walkway where a lot of people pass by. And we put a giant sign announcing what we sell and what the price was. When people walked by, we nicely introduced ourselves to them and we kind of try to establish a small connection with them. And the way we distributed our goods was we basically just packaged it, or we asked them what they wanted and we put it in a Ziploc bag. And also, since it was Valentine's Day, we also try to implement that into our sales strategy. And our next point was promotion strategy. We try to promote our items by offering a comparative advantage over our competitors. For example, we had the lowest price out of all of them for the amount of quantity you get. And we also try to emphasize on the fact that most of our goods were homemade instead of store-bought. We were also trying to promote breast cancer awareness. The way we promoted our goods was we used word of mouth. For example, most of our group members told some of their friends, and as people walked by, we kind of told them what we were doing. And then we also used media. Most of the group members put things like on their Snapchat, for example.
The sales results are as follows. We sold a total of 4 different products, which included snickerdoodle cookies, white chocolate chip cranberry cookies, coffee cake, and carrot cake. We sold each item for $1 each, but we also offered a deal which included 1 free cookie with the purchase of 1 piece of cake. We had a total of 2 dozen snickerdoodle cookies, as well as 2 dozen white chocolate chip and cranberry cookies. In addition, we also had 1 dozen pieces of carrot cake, as well as 1 dozen pieces of coffee cake. Every item sold out except for the white chocolate chip cranberry cookies. We had a total of 42 cookies sold and 24 pieces of cake sold, which added up to a total of 66 items sold. However, our total sales did not add up to $66, and this was because we offered the free cookie with the purchase of one cake. Of the 24 pieces of cake sold, only 6 customers took the cookie that came with it. This accounts for 18 cookies that were given free with the purchase of one cake. Our total revenue added up to $48, which makes sense accounting for the 18 cookies that were not charged for. Because of the 6 members in our group, we all contributed $10 each, so we did not meet our break-even point. However, this was not the goal of our project. We decided that we would rather donate our money and take the experience home with us because we thought that was a little more important.